You may have noticed when you return to school that your phone is no longer connected to Fairfax Wi-Fi. You're going to need to download a new profile for the 2018-2019 school year in order to be able to reconnect to that Wi-Fi. I'm going to show you how to do that today. I'm demonstrating on an iPhone, but on other devices it's very similar. Basically, the first thing you need to do is navigate to the place where you would connect to a Wi-Fi connection, and you're going to connect to FCPS onboard. I'm going into settings since I'm on an iPhone. In those settings, I would go into Wi-Fi, make sure that my Wi-Fi is turned on, and I'm going to connect to FCPS onboard. Once you connect in whatever device you're in to FCPS onboard, you will need to navigate to a browser. On an iPhone, you want to use Safari. On an Android, Firefox is best, or Chrome usually works. Once you get into the browser, you may see this Express Connect window pop up. If it doesn't, you can navigate to cnn.com, and that should force this Express Connect window to pop up. In some cases, you may need to type cnn.com in a couple times before that window will pop up. Once it does, I have to click the checkbox to say that I agree with the terms and conditions that FCPS is putting forward. Then I'm going to hit the Start button. If you're FCPS staff or student, you'll choose the top box. If you're a community member or parent, you could check the bottom box, but the top box is what is mostly used. Okay, for staff, you're going to type in basically the first part of your Outlook ID, your user ID that you use to log into your computer. For students, that ID, of course, would be your student ID. Then you will use the password that you use, to log into an FCPS computer or Blackboard or SIS. I have mine saved. Okay, so once you type in that password, I'm going to hit Done and Continue. At this point, I'm going to select personal device. Some people may be FCPS employees that have a county issued device, then they would click the bottom box, but most people end up clicking the top box. And then I'm going to allow a profile to be installed. Okay, it says Install Profile. I'm going to select Install. After I inserted my password, I got this warning. I will accept this warning and choose the Install link in the upper right-hand corner, and then I will hit Install again. And now the profile has been installed on my phone. I can hit the Done button in the upper right-hand corner, and now it's giving me instructions, which are basically to go back into where I connect to Wi-Fi and change the connection from FCPS onboard to Fairfax. So I'm going to do that in whatever fashion you typically do that on your phone. I'm going to navigate back to my Wi-Fi, and here I'll switch it to Fairfax. And it is now connected to Fairfax, and in the upper left-hand corner you can see I am on the Wi-Fi, so now you are on Fairfax Wi-Fi. If you had trouble with this, or if you weren't able to follow along, there are instructions on how to do this posted on both the GCM Staff Tech Resources website and the Student Tech Resources website.